Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. It's the Chelsea Godfather reporting back to duty. It's been a while. It's been a while. Life has had me tied down for a little while. But hey, guys, we're back in business. And last night was our first preseason game, Chelsea versus Wrexham. It was played up on the. It was played on the West Coast in San Francisco Bay Area, and we drew 2-2 against Wrexham. I believe Wrexham is a club in the English. I believe they just gained a promotion to English League One. So I mean, you're talking like three tiers. They're, last time we checked, they're roughly around 63 or so. Um, you know, Positions below Chelsea from where we finished in sixth place last season. So that'll put them all the way down, I think, in League One. So, guys, I mean, obviously, 2-2 draw against a League One team on the face of it just does not inspire much confidence, right? And also, this is just about, it's not quite the same team because they've, obviously chopped and changed a few players, but it's the same club from last season that we beat 5-0 in our first, I believe it was our first or our second preseason game of last season. I think it may have been our second preseason game because I do recall that we did have a 1-1 draw against an MLS or Mexican club in Carolina last year, right around, I think it's before we played Wrexham. But anyway, I digress. Getting into this game, the bottom line is this is our first preseason game. Brand new, manager Enzo Maresca, and guys, we've seen those of us that watched the game know that okay, guys, what it is we might have to kind of slow down a little bit. I'm not saying that we should lower our expectations, but what I'm saying is that we have to be a little patient and understanding that it's going to take some time for the brand of football that Enzo is trying to implement at our club. It will take some time, and it's going to take more than one or two or three, preseason games. But from what we saw last night, and then definitely what I saw clearly is a club that has made a U-turn to go a different direction in terms of how we play football compared to uh, Pochettino's Chelsea from last season, right? Pochettino's Chelsea was all about direct football, not really placing that much emphasis on our possession. There was some emphasis on position, but not nearly anywhere as much emphasis as it's obvious that Enzo places on position, because we were just watching our defenders just literally knocking the ball amongst themselves in the back, and then every once in a while they'll involve the midfield, which yesterday we had uh, Lavia as the sole sort of holding midfielder, then with Reece James playing as an inverted midfielder. So those were the guys who they were kind of holding on to the ball most of the time, and then we try to get the ball to the wide areas where we had Tyrique George on the left, who I thought was provided some promise and spark. I definitely would like to see a little more of him. I mean, I did like what I saw of the young player, and I would like to see a little bit more of Tyrique. I mean, he seemed to be positive, minded player, a player that likes to be on the ball, likes to try and make things happen, likes to try and get by his man. That's an instinct that, as a manager, you want to encourage that. So I hope that Enzo doesn't stifle the young boys' ingenuity and instinctive spark on the ball. And that's, I mean, not saying that he's going to be with us, but just trying to think a little bit down the road. On the right side, we had Madueke on the right wing, and he tried to do, dribbles that he normally gives us, the creativity he gives us. But you could tell that our guys are literally walking straight from the training ground to the pitch, and most of them, um, I could tell they just wanted to just get through the first half. You could tell that these players knew they weren't going to see more than one half of football. So their mindset there was more or less go out there, try to get some kind of uh, glorified training, if you want to call it that, masked as a friendly game, and try and get through it without any injuries. And that's pretty much what we saw for the most part. Um, I mean, I would definitely like to single out Marc GUIU in the first half, who I thought, I mean, showed us a little something. I mean, I know it's just Wrexham, but he's a big kid. I think he's like 6 feet 3, 18 years old, but he has a bit of a deceptive pace, because like he moves, and you can't really tell that he's moving pretty fast. And he actually, I believe he just based on his energy and pressing up front. Yeah, I know he won one or two balls, and should have had uh, a goal where he had a chance to round the goalie, but I think the angle got too narrow, so the chance to score was lost. Again, you guys saw the game. There's not much in terms of trying to break down tactics. You guys already know what this is all about. Just trying to hold on to the ball, and wait for your moments. I could tell that, again, it's still a work in progress. There's not that much movement that is going on, in terms of off the ball running in the last third. These are things that will come with time, right? And so, again, we just have to, sit tight. For me, the positive is that we're able to actually get through the game without any players getting hurt, right? I mean, obviously, we like to win every single game, and we definitely should be beating Wrexham. Um, but listen, what's more in important, as we all already know, based on what we have experienced the last two seasons with uh, injuries. For me, the number one positive is that our players got through um, the game without anybody getting hurt, and at least they're able to get some kind of minutes under their belt. Again, we were leading 1-0 at halftime. Scrappy goal from a set piece. Mm, Kunku, scored it. That they, came back in the second half and then, scored two lovely goals. Fair play to, Wrexham. They deserved to actually win the game, but kudos to our boys in the second half. Enzo made wholesale changes, brought in 10 new players. I think the only player that stayed out in the second half is Carney. Okay, Carney, Chukwuemeka. So again, that's you're not gonna have much teamwork and team play and continuity. So these are the ups and downs that comes with the first game of pre season. Our next game is on Saturday against Celtic, and I think it's being played in South Bend, which would be the home of the um, um, the Fighting Irish, Dame, the University of uh, Notre Dame, and it's gonna be a bit tough for us because Celtic is much further down in terms of training. Their preseason. This game is gonna be Celtic's fifth preseason game. Yes, yes, you heard me right. I actually went back and looked at their schedule. They've been playing, preseason games since pretty much like the first week of in July. So this is going to be the Celtics' fifth preseason game, whereas it's only going to be our second game. So yeah, it's going to be a really good test for Chelsea, and should hopefully give us a much better workout than what we got against Wrexham. So guys, how do y'all feel about the result and where things are headed after one a preseason game? Leave your comments below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. Take care. God bless you guys. Peace.